Sports Tonight with Fred and Vince, 11 Eastern on CNN.
Tonight, an attack on a rival. Nancy Kerrigan ended her amateur skating career and her Olympic dreams. Now she's returned to the ice as a pro. Tonya Harding is here for the whole hour, and she'll take your calls, and it's next on Larry King Live. You're going to see Tonya Harding skate again this Monday night. She competed last week in the ESPN Pro Figure Skating Championships held in Huntington, West Virginia. The event was taped and will air Monday night, October 25th on ESPN. They're going to repeat it on November 1st and November 8th at 9 o'clock Eastern. And it's a great pleasure to welcome to Larry King Live Tonya Harding. We thank her for flying in to appear with us tonight. Let's go over this whole story. Let's go back. You were a classic American champion, right? The only American ever to do a triple axel in competition, right?
Yes.
You had won silver. I mean, you were a top of the heap. What happened?
Well, I was young and naive and got in with the wrong people, and now I just disassociated myself with those people and started my life over and have made a new life for myself.
And those wrong people included your husband?
Ex-husband.
Ex-husband. Tell me about him and that coming to, was he involved in your career? Gilhooly was the name, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He wasn't exactly involved, but he always tried to have his foot in on everything that I was doing, and which was not the right thing to do. My skating is my skating, and whatever his job was is what his job was.
And did you let him sort of manage your career?
No.
He had no part in that?
No, absolutely not.
So when the thing occurred, and Kerrigan, were you describe Nancy Kerrigan, were you friendly, unfriendly? How would you describe the relationship? Obviously, skaters all know each other.
Well, Nancy and I were really good friends. We roomed together at competitions and on tour, and so when this whole thing happened, it was totally devastating to me to know that someone had hurt someone that I cared about.
And to this day, you insist had no prior knowledge of, right?
No prior knowledge. When I got home is when I found out.
Okay. Nancy and you were rivals. Did you beat her? She beat you? Was it a question of, like, you know, in the amateurs, there always one finishing first, one finishing second?
We went back and forth between each other and everything, but I don't like to use the word rival because we were competitors, but we were friends. And so I consider it more of just competitive friends.
Did you skate from childhood?
Yes, I started when I was 3.
You skated before you walked? Almost
basically.
Like Canada, right? All right. Where the event that was leading up to this event where she was injured, what was the event that was coming?
That was U.S. Championships.
Okay. And the story at the time was that you were in fear that she was the main competitor, right?
No, absolutely
Who was
not.
favored to win those championships?
Actually, there was 4 of us that were, you know, for first, second, third, and fourth. There was several good skaters that could have come in the top 2 or 3 very easily.
And you were one of them?
I was one of them.
And she was one of them?
Yes.
So any of the other 2 could have been hurt?
Yes.
Okay. How did you hear about what happened to her?
Well, my coach called me and woke me up from my nap.
Where was this, by the way? Where were you all?
I was in Detroit.
Is that where the event was going to take place?
Yes, that's where it was taking place. And I was resting, getting ready for my practice later on in the evening time, and my coach called me and woke me up and told me what had just happened. And that's when I found out.
And she was being interviewed, and someone came up and struck her in the right knee with a metal pipe. She fell to the ground screaming, obviously was out of the event. Were you saddened? Did you call her? What did you do?
I was scared. I was very, very scared. When we went back to the rink later on for my practice session, I didn't skate very well at all because I couldn't concentrate. I was scared that maybe somebody else was out there trying to do that to all the skaters. We had no idea what was going on. And so trying to keep my concentration was the most important thing. And that practice session was not good at all.
When the news started to break and that whole media, everything developed and your name became involved in this, how did you first learn that you were part of the suspicion?
Well, everything was kind of a whirlwind when I look back at everything. I remember someone sending us an email or a fax that said that my name was listed as one of the people involved in this. And as soon as I found that out, I went and talked to my attorney, and I said, listen, I didn't know anything about this, and I'm caught in the middle, and I don't know what to do.
Did you ask your husband about it?
I did, and he kept telling me all along, ex-husband. We weren't married. We weren't married. I kept asking him what's going on, and he said he didn't know.
Did he say he had nothing to do with it?
Yes.
So why were you even a suspect then? Why were you even mentioned?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Somebody had to tip somebody.
It's all kind of a blur, so I don't really remember exactly who said what, when it happened, and all that stuff. But I don't know who it was that said that I was implicated into it. But at least today, we know that I proved that I was not involved. And I felt very lucky that I was able to see Nancy face to face in New York City, to be able to tell her in person that I was sorry for being involved with those people and for what had happened to her.
What did she say?
Well, don't really exactly remember her exact words, but, you know, she said that, you know, she was going to go on with her life and I was going to go on with my life, and she would try to forget about it.
Did you call her after the accident?
No, I didn't call her.
Why not?
Why would I want to call?
Well, she's a friend. You've skated with her. You roomed together. She's beaten up and she's out of a tournament. Why wouldn't you, just as a friend, call her?
Well, I saw her later on during the competition and everything, and I asked her how she was doing and everything. You know, I mean, we spoke.
Oh, so you saw her?
Oh, yes, but I didn't call her because she was actually doing her things and I was doing my thing, trying to get ready to do this competition.
But she was unable to compete.
Yes.
But you did speak to her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We sat next together in the photos and everything, sitting there for the U.S. team.
All right, how did it break that people around you were involved?
Jeez.
Time flies, so we need it from your viewpoint. How did you find out your husband, your ex-husband, was involved?
I found out through the media, through my friends in the media.
Who called you?
Yes.
And said?
And said that Jeff is involved and you need to be careful, you need to get out of there.
Had Jeff ever harmed you?
Yes.
He'd hit you. Would you say you were a battered wife?
Yes.
Why'd you stay?
Not knowing what to do, not having anywhere else to go, not having any friends, family around. The person that I used to talk to the most was my counselor, who used to be my school teacher also, and he died in late '93. And when he died, then I didn't know what I was going to do.
When you learned that Jeff did do it, what did he, by the way, what did he say to you after it all came out?
Well, I had been threatened and things like that, and I tried to disassociate myself from that, staying with my father and my lawyer. We had separate attorneys. My attorneys separated us.
So you didn't talk to him?
No, I tried not to talk to him at all and everything.
Would he say he was doing it, I don't want to put words in his mouth, to help his wife?
I didn't need any help. I was ready. I had trained really hard. And if I don't ask for help, I don't need any help.
Why do you think they did it?
Probably to make themselves better.
Just for their own kick?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it was any sort of thing to appeal to Nancy, to appeal to Tonya, to make Tonya going to be the winner, to be proud that they helped her?
I have no idea. I can't read their thoughts either.
But they were violent personalities to begin with, right?
Yes, they were.
I mean, that's a crazy thing to do.
Yes.
Why did you plead guilty to, I want to get what you plead guilty to, because you've always said you were not involved, but you plead Class C felony. What is that?
I pleaded guilty to hindering prosecution because
meaning?
when I found out, I did not go to the authorities until I found out that I was going to have protection because I was being threatened.
So you knew and you knew information about the damage that was done, knew the perpetrator, and didn't come forward with it because of fear?
Yes.
And that made you guilty, though, of harboring a crime?
Of hindering prosecution.
And what you didn't do jail time or anything?
No. I had a $100,000 fine, a $10,000 fine, and also 500 hours of community service.
Which you've done?
Yes, I did.
If you were
And it was very rewarding.
What'd you do?
I worked for a senior center. I prepared meals and served meals to the seniors, And it was a world that I had no idea even existed out there. I mean, these people that only get one meal a day, and I got to serve that meal to them and put a smile on their face.
We'll be right back with more of Tonya Harding. She's skating again, and she skated in the ESPN, and there was press from all over the world. She's been a major story ever since this. Don't go away.
I had no prior knowledge of the planned assault on Nancy Kerrigan. I am responsible, however, for failing to report things I learned about the assault when I returned home from nationals. Many of you will be unable to forgive me for that. It will be difficult to forgive myself.
Larry King Live is brought to you by Fidelity Investments. We help you invest responsibly. Visit us at fidelity.com.
As you might expect, Keller and I don't see eye to eye on investing. I like to avoid risk. Keller's a little more daring. We do, however, share the same new way to trade online.
Introducing Power Street by Fidelity, the first site with trading tools customized by Lycos to fit your life, your goals, your unique way of doing things.
Look, the market's up. Or, in your case, down.
Power Street Online Trading. Call or visit fidelity.com to open an account.
Fight osteoporosis with Citracal, the calcium supplement clinically proven to help stop bone loss. Do what's right for your bones. Take Citracal.
Online shoppers everywhere trust their bargain hunting to GTE. Thousands of builders trust their reputations to Boise Cascade. Millions of people trust their entertainment to the MGM Grand. When it comes to your organization's network, who are you going to trust? Cabletron Systems, your e-business communication specialist.
Selecting an insurance carrier for this company, it was my big opportunity.
Ooh, who's that knocking? Opportunity?
Mr. Seymour, sir, always a pleasure. Have you lost weight, sir? Unfortunately, my options...
Oh, yes.
Well, they weren't what I hoped they'd be. Then I heard about Wausau. You mean Wausau can actually do that? Well, when could I see some... They made me look... Nice. Good.
Wausau, what can we do to help you?
Natural, real, a whole new way to lose the gray. Quick, hassle-free, a look that really looks like me.
When I went through the curtain, for some reason, I must have heard something behind me. I turned around, and when I was turning, I saw just someone was running by me, and he just like whacked me with this long black stick, and it was really hard.
When you learned who did it, the bodyguard, your husband, everybody that was involved, weren't you angry?
I was furious.
What did you say to them? What did you do?
I was furious. I said, you know, I can't believe that you would do something like this. You know, I never asked anybody for any help my whole life. You know, don't put this on me. You know, I was ready for this. I was ready. I trained really hard, and I was skating great. And I just told him, I said, I just can't believe that you could do this to me. And
what did they say?
they said they didn't care. They said I deserved it.
Okay. Now, those 2 days that you didn't come forward, which is what you pled guilty to, you knew information about a crime and withheld it for 2 days. What fear were you under?
Not knowing if I would be here today.
You thought they would harm you?
Yes.
What finally did bring you forward?
Talking to my attorney and finding out that I could have protection.
And did you get protection?
Yes, I did.
Have you ever heard from either of these people or any of them since?
Since the court was over, I disassociated myself with everyone that was in my past and started a new life.
Has anyone ever tried to contact you?
Yes, they have tried in the past,
Really?
several times, and I just ignore them. I have a great life now, and I'm very happy, and I made mistakes, and I paid for the mistakes, and I learned from them, And
There's the bodyguard that was
and
also
I will
involved.
never, ever make those same mistakes again.
You trusted these people, right?
He wasn't my bodyguard.
He wasn't? What was he?
No, he was one of Jeff's friends.
Oh, just a friend.
Yes.
Okay. What was the biggest mistake you made?
Trusting people, wanting someone to love me, and they didn't love me unconditionally. There was conditions on that love.
Which were like, you had to be a skating champ, or you had to make money, or what?
I guess so. I guess so.
Did you agree with the ban?
I didn't have a problem with it. I understood their decision. It was fine.
Because you, by pleading guilty to a Class C felony, they had a right to ban you, right?
Yes.
But you did want to skate for Norway in '98, is that it? Did you want to skate for Norway in the
I
Olympics?
did. I wanted to skate. I wanted to go out and show them that I was one of the best skaters out there. And I thought that I had that right because I had earned it by skating well at nationals, at the U.S. Championships.
And Norway declined.
No, the U.S. Figure Skating Association declined me of doing that.
I mean, they could stop you from skating for another country?
Skating for another country?
Yeah. For Norway, they could stop you?
Oh, I didn't understand that question.
Did you ask to skate for Norway?
No.
No, you never asked to skate for
No,
Norway.
no.
So the U.S. Figure Skating Association are the ones that prevent you from skating, period.
Yes.
So you can skate professionally, naturally.
Yes, I can.
All you want. No, I had heard that you had asked to skate.
No, no.
I don't know where that came from.
I love America. I'm an all-American girl.
We'll be right back with more of Tonya Harding right after this.
I would like to begin by saying how sorry I am about what happened to Nancy Kerrigan. I am embarrassed and ashamed to think that anyone close to me could be involved. I was disappointed not to have the opportunity to compete against Nancy at nationals. I have a great deal of respect for Nancy. My victory at nationals was unfulfilling without the challenge of skating against Nancy.
We can get your business anywhere with the technology you already have. CompuWare. People and software for e-commerce.
Ditech.com puts extra cash in your pocket with their new 125% second mortgage with 0 points.
Use our second mortgage to consolidate bills, pay college tuition, give your daughter that wedding she's always wanted.
A 125% loan means you can borrow more than the value of your home. And 0 points means you'll save a lot of money on closing costs.
That's up to $150,000 in your pocket.
Log on to Ditech.com or call 1-800-71-FIXED.
Tonight on CNN Newsstand, it's a meeting of the minds. Mattel's toy masters have teamed up with Intel's technology wizards to make a new generation of smart toys. How they're redefining playtime. CNN Newsstand, tonight, 10 Eastern.
On the next millennium, Genghis Khan and his Mongol hordes create the largest land empire in history. And Marco Polo makes an exotic journey to the kingdom of Kublai Khan. Millennium, Sunday, 10 Eastern on CNN.
Pardon me?
We can't talk about the specifics. Sure. And, we're just as anxious to talk to you guys as you are to us, and there'll be more in a few days.
Yeah, hopefully.
How are you feeling right now?
It's been a long week, but we're feeling okay.
Any plans, at least in the near future?
Hopefully to get some rest, maybe.
Yeah, really?
You guys too, huh?
Yeah.
See you later.
How you doing, Tonya?
Bye.
You had no knowledge that that man sitting next to you had perpetrated this, sitting there,
I had
right?
no knowledge. None whatsoever.
You were saying about he was abusive to you.
Yes.
Have you learned from that?
I have definitely learned from it.
You should have left?
I should have left a long time before that. And not having any confidence, having someone put you down all the time, not having any confidence, always wondering, you know, I won't be able to make it. Nobody else out there is going to want me. I'm not worth anything. And if I can help any women out there to understand that there is ways of getting out, if you are being battered, talk to someone. Don't be afraid to talk to someone, because it makes you feel horrible. It does. And if someone else out there can learn from what I've learned, then that would make me feel really good.
So you did as most women do, keep it a secret?
Yes.
You didn't confide in anyone?
No. I mean, just a couple of close friends, you know, that were even there and saw it all happening.
All right, now, since this all occurred, and by the way, you're skating again. You're going to see her Monday night. We'll talk about what happened in that event and what's it like to be back on the ice. But here's all the things that's happened to you. You divorced him.
Mm-hmm.
You married another guy and got divorced. This is all in these turbulent last, what are we talking?
5.5, 6
5
years.
years. You lost your house. You went broke. You sold wedding night videos of yourself to Penthouse. You didn't do that? You
No,
did that.
I didn't do that. I didn't even know that they even existed.
Who sold them?
He did.
You didn't know he'd even taken them?
No. I had no idea. I mean, I was 19 years old when I got married the first time. Had been drinking the whole bit, the whole 9 yards, what you do when you get married.
When you saw this,
I was devastated, absolutely devastated. I was in tears. I was ashamed, couldn't believe that this was happening, and there was no way that I could stop it. They were going to do it, even without my permission.
so all this was happening to you. Some things you did, you had to sell, you went broke, and you claimed you were kidnapped by someone once, right? Were you?
Someone tried to steal my truck, and then they ended up taking me with it.
But did they harm you?
I had black eye, cuts under my throat and everything, and
Why
my
you?
truck was bashed up.
Do you ever look up and say, why you? And do you
No.
take some of the blame for the events of your life?
Oh, I always take the blame. I mean, I take responsibility for everything that I do, and I think that it's just trying to find out if I'm strong enough to make it through life. I guess that's why I get all these challenges put in front of me.
Do you ever think of copping out, quitting?
I've thought of it 2 different times.
Suicide?
No, I mean, not suicide, but
just leaving the arena.
just leaving the state. I mean, there was points and times that I didn't want to be here anymore, and, you know, contemplated leaving the state, and it was very hard.
Why do you still skate?
Because I love it so much. I love it, and my fans out there love it. I get so many emails and letters from people saying that they want to see me skate again, and I love to entertain people on the ice.
Does it annoy you that there are some people who still think you were complicit in this?
No, I mean, that's their opinion, and that's okay.
Does time phase and they think that you were convicted of being a part of it? You were never convicted of being a part
No,
of it.
I was never convicted of being a part of it.
You also appeared at a pro wrestling event.
I was trying to bring people in for the event.
This was to
It was
also make
local.
some money?
I didn't make any money off of it, no.
You sang in a rock band?
We were asked by Jerry Lewis to help raise money for Jerry Lewis's kids. And one of the local radio stations was putting it on. And so we said that we would do that. And it was with my godparents and their niece. And we decided to do it. I mean, I love to sing. It's fun. And being able, once again, to help out other people.
You even painted houses?
Uh-huh.
Worked for a construction company?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We'll be right back with Tonya Harding. We'll be taking your calls for Tonya. We'll talk about how she did in that event that you're going to see on Monday night and what she's going to do with her future. Lots more to come. Don't go away.
In this city,
Taxi!
serial killer hunts his prey.
Stop this car!
I want you to work the case with us.
Tell me what you see.
Some bloody bones, footprints.
Amelia?
Hello? Hello?
The Bone Collector joins Silence of the Lambs and Seven as one of the great thrillers of the decade.
I hear something. I hear something.
You there?
Hello?
The Bone Collector, rated R, opens November 5th.
Bringing a glow to more faces than any other gas fireplace. Heat and Glow. No one builds a better fire.
The computers become a stage for the entire planet. Better get a good seat. Hayworth, furniture for what's next.
Hopefully. I mean, it's planned that I'm going to skate. I need to try and, you know, get back on track to hopefully secure my Olympic hopeful, so, you know.
Very good there.
Yeah, I wish I.
Looked pretty good, considering all you were going through. Okay, this Monday night, if you turn on ESPN, or if you missed that, they're going to repeat it on November 1st and November 8th. You're going to see Tonya Harding skate her first competition since the '94 Olympics at Lillehammer. She has been banned for amateur events, but this is professional. She was paid. There were 5 skaters, top women skaters. You there today, we see Tonya skating. You finished second out of the 5. How many nights did they skate?
2 nights.
What was it like to be back in the arena?
It was exciting.
We're looking at you there. Yeah.
It was emotionally overwhelming. I was very nervous, I mean, way over nervous. And my tushy kind of touched the ice a couple of times. And
The crowd gave you standing ovation?
the crowd was amazing. It was amazing. As soon as I stepped onto the ice for warm-up, people were yelling and screaming, "We love you, Tonya," and "Go get him, Tonya," and all these things. And it was just absolutely wonderful. It brought tears to my eyes.
And you beat 2 silver medalists in that event. These were 5 top skaters, right?
Yes.
When you skate, are you skating against them?
No.
You're skating for yourself, right?
I was skating for myself and my friends' family, fans, and everyone. I knew everyone there. We've all been friends for a long time. And just being able to see them all again, it was just fabulous.
Were you nervous?
I was nervous. I was wondering how they were going to accept me. But when I saw them all, they welcomed me.
Were you nervous about falling?
No.
You weren't?
Everyone makes mistakes.
All skaters fall, right?
All skaters fall.
The secret is get up right away?
Yes. And just keep going.
How do you throw it out of your mind?
Because it's not just one jump or one spin, it's a whole complete program. And it was just exciting being out there, just skating again, doing what I love to do.
Are you as good as you were?
I think that I'm good in several areas. There's 2 jumps that I do not do anymore, but I can still do the triple axel. I did one about a month ago.
Really? You're the only American, right?
Yes. Every once in a while I throw one into practice, just make sure I can still do it. And it still makes me feel the same every time I land it. It's just, yes, got the power.
We'll talk more about coming back, and we'll be taking your phone calls. Tonya Harding is skating again. We'll ask about what's next, and we'll take your calls on this edition of Larry King Live right after this.
Tonight,
it's a whole different way of playing and learning.
How these new toys are redefining playtime. CNN Newsstand, tonight 10 Eastern on CNN.
Chrysler Car
Concorde. Sophisticated styling, multi-valve V6, a spacious interior, and automatic respect wherever you park it. Now get $1,000 cash allowance on the Chrysler Concorde.
There are 7 good reasons to vote yes on all 7 crime victims measures. To finally give victims the right to speak and to receive restitution. To give the public the right to choose a jury trial. To protect victims from further danger by their attackers before trial. To stop biased jurors from setting murderers free. To aid prosecutors seeking the truth. To force criminals to serve their full sentences. And to keep violent and dishonest criminals off juries. To protect yourself, your family, and to reduce crime, vote yes on measures 69 through 75.
Sports Tonight with Fred and Vince, 11 Eastern on CNN.
She has won silver medals in Olympic competition, and then there was Lillehammer in 1994. What happened?
I guess that my training, I trained hard, but it wasn't enough. I didn't get enough of the hard training in right prior to going.
You got a spot on the team. They cleared the way for you. We're going to see you here at Lillehammer. This had to be tragic for you, right? As we see there.
I had gotten off the ice, and I went to retighten my skates. And on the last jump that I had done on the warm-up, I came down and I slipped my lace. And so when I went to tighten it up, it broke. And I tried moving it around to make it so that I could move it around, because it took off about probably 12 inches off of it. And it didn't work, so they tried finding me another lace. And I had 2 minutes left to get this lace in. Got the lace in, and it was about 20 inches too short. So I was skipping holes while I was lacing, and I was skipping eyelets and everything. And I did it as best as I could, laced it up. I told Diane, I said, well, it's not going to hold me, but I'm going to go out and I'm just going to do the best that I can. And as soon as I started skating, I came around to do the first jump, and I popped it, and I knew at that point in time, okay, well, it's over, because I can't continue. I would hurt myself if I tried. And so I went directly over to the referee, and I showed her what had happened and told her what had happened, and she told me to go ahead and go get another lace and put it in. And then while we were getting another lace, they announced that I would skate last. So then I had that opportunity one more time given to me.
Another chance.
To go out there and skate. And I went out there and I did the best that I could. And I was very happy with my performance and just being able to be part of the Olympic Games one more time.
What's that pressure like?
Extreme.
That's the biggest, right?
Extreme pressure. But then also my first night at the pro competition, it was so much pressure. It was overwhelming.
Dick Button went to that event, the great skater, and he told your agent that you did very well. He didn't commit to inviting you to the World Championship events that are going to take place here in Washington. Do you expect to go to that?
Michael has had lots of discussions.
That's Michael Rosenberg, who's your agent, right?
Yes, and he's had discussions with different people, and we are choosing what we're going to be doing.
Did any skaters refuse to skate when you competed?
I have no idea. All of them that were at this pro competition welcomed me back.
They were very friendly to you?
Very friendly. On the second night, Elizabeth Manley skated first, and I skated second. And when she got off the ice, she gave me a high five and told me to go get 'em, girl. And then when we all got finished, we all went out to take our bows and everything, and everyone gave me hugs on the ice. And Lizzie told me that she was very proud of me.
Does it bug you that despite the fact that you're one of the most accomplished American skaters and you had all this in the palm of your hand, that memory is going to always associate you with Kerrigan?
That's okay. That's okay.
You can live with that.
I can live with that. But I hope to make my future bright so people will start to remember me again as a great skater.
It can be hard, though. You know, media
Yes.
and attention, and look at all the press that came to see this event. I'm sure ESPN is going to get high ratings. Well, they're going to watch you skate again. They're going to play that up.
Yes, I think I had a great start, though. I felt very wonderful there.
What's the hardest thing about coming back?
Well, I think it was wondering if I was going to be accepted or not. It was, the skaters was number one, the media was number two, and skating good, and just being able to wonder how the crowd would react. And everything
worked out.
Was wonderful.
You have now a new boyfriend, right? Everything is happy in your personal life?
Yes, very happy. Darren and I have been together for 27 months.
Is he very supportive?
Very supportive.
What do you want to do? Tonya, before we go to phone calls, take a break and take some calls, what do you want to do? Do you want to compete professionally more? What do you want to do?
I would love to be able to do that. Any opportunity that I get to skate is what I would love to do. Being able to perform and skate for the fans and my friends and family, and of course for myself. It was very rewarding for me when I finished my second program, knowing that I could still do it. After 5.5 years, I wasn't sure if I could still do it.
Because practice never is the same, right? You could do it in practice.
Hard work paid off.
But you still never know.
Never know.
Till the man says go, right?
That's right. That's right.
Do you ever look back? Do you have moments when you say, why did I do that? Or why didn't I come forward? Or regrets?
I look back a lot, but I try to always think positive and look towards my future. My past is something I will never ever forget, but I learned from my past, and now I can go on and have a bright future.
And do you say to yourself, now I should have come forward right away, even with the threats? Or that's retrospect. It's yes. Hindsight. It's easy to say that. Obviously you should have. But you were scared.
Very scared.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to go to your phone calls for Tonya Harding. She's competing again. Her newest event is for ESPN. They're going to air it next Monday night. No scheduled events coming, though, right?
Not yet.
We'll be right back with Tonya Harding and more of your phone calls right after this.
I still want to represent my country in Lillehammer, Norway, next month. Despite my mistakes and my rough edges, I have done nothing to violate the standards and excellence of sportsmanship that are expected in an Olympic athlete. Nancy Kerrigan and I can show the world two different types of figure skating. I look forward to being on the team with her. I have devoted my entire life to one objective: winning an Olympic gold medal for my country.
I have a dream.
My first priority
Ich bin ein Berliner.
I believe that there's a prospect for being able to alter physical characteristics through genetic changes.
Tell me what you got.
You want him to be taller? Do you want him to be more loquacious? Do you want him to be really intelligent? Do you want him to, have a nice beard? To have longer hair when he's older? I mean, those kind of things are going to be available, and I don't think it's all that big a deal.
Every one of us looks different and acts different, largely because of our different genetics. We don't differ very much. We only differ at about the 0.1% level from each other, but that's enough to make each one of us look different. There has been a lot of progress in gene therapy and the altering of genes in terms of the understanding of the basic mechanisms of the process. There are always downsides to advances in human knowledge and human progress, so although there are positives to many of the things that we do, there are also things that we need to weigh carefully and understand and proceed with caution. I think the real question for us, though, is how we want to live as human beings. Do we want to change ourselves for trivial reasons? I think we need to learn to live wisely and well with what we have.
This Voices of the Millennium is brought to you by Zales, the Diamond Store. Forever starts today with a diamond from Zales.
Zales reminds you that a new millennium only comes along once every 1,000 years. And if you've had the good fortune to have fallen in love at this time, there's only one way to mark the occasion. With the Diamond Solitaire from the Zales Signature Collection. An exquisite single diamond is a powerful gift. It has the power to take two people and make them one. At Zales stores nationwide, or shop online at zales.com.
I don't want big government in my medicine cabinet. Hi, I'm Flo. Maybe you've seen my commercials.
Who hasn't?
Oh, Bill, I'm trying to tell seniors about changes that affect our medicines, and some of it is good. There are new plans in Washington to help more seniors get prescription coverage.
And the catch?
With the White House plan, Price Waterhouse says up to 9 million seniors could lose the private coverage we have now.
Our coverage?
And end up in a big government plan. So call. There's a lot to learn.
You grew up on Dannon. For you, it was always about taste. But was it the real fruit, those healthy active cultures, or how Dannon fruit on the bottom is as rich in calcium as milk? Because 1,000 or so aces later, you're the world's best tennis player. Pete Sampras. Coincidence or Dannon?
This is an ordinary cell phone. This is Nextel, and it's going to change the way you do business thanks to Direct Connect, its digital two-way radio feature. Frank, you see it? Not yet. It ensures instant contact. Bridget.
Got it.
Cost a fraction of cellular. It just passed. And it makes other cell phones...
Ready now.
Obsolete.
Direct Connect from Nextel. How business gets done.
Before we take our first call, Tonya, do you ever feel like maybe, you know, other athletes have screwed up? Darryl Strawberry's in the World Series Saturday. Mike Tyson is fighting tomorrow night. Do you think the U.S. Association should let you come back?
Well, that's totally up to them, but I'm
Should they?
I'm very happy skating professionally.
So you don't...
I don't mind.
Do you file applications to try to come back?
No.
To Huntington Beach, California, for Tonya Harding. Hello.
Hi. Tonya, my question to you is, this sport, you know, has always been about grace and beauty, and as a figure skater myself, especially at the time when all this was happening, it's all about grace and beauty, you know, and as you look at it, people, I think, have somewhat looked down on the sport, like as a soap opera from the situation that took place. Do you in any way feel any remorse for the disgrace that has taken place within this sport because of the situation that has taken place?
I'm not really quite sure if I understand your question.
Well, she thinks the sport was harmed by this whole thing, the Kerrigan, Harding beating and everything, and she said it became similar to like a soap opera, and she thought that all of the sport of skating was harmed by this tabloid kind of story. Do you feel a part of that regret? Or do you disagree? Do you think the sport wasn't harmed?
I think that the sport is now booming. Ever since that time, yes.
You think it helped the sport?
Yes, it was a big media circus. Yes, it was. And I didn't like being part of that. I mean, it wasn't in a positive light, it was in a negative light. And, but I really think that since that time, it made skating more popular.
Page.
Yes, more skating shows and everything.
In fact,
for the
skating
last 5
is
years.
one of television's ice skating is now one of television's most successful presentations, right? In sports, they all do well. So maybe the reverse is true. Flesherton, Ontario, hello.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Hi, Tonya. It's my pleasure to say hello to you and to hear that you will continue to compete and to skate. I am the mother of a 9-year-old girl who loves to skate 6 or 7 nights a week, and she has a desire or a passion that I can't describe to you. I'm just curious to know if you had that same desire early on. What motivated you as a child, and what continues to motivate you as an adult?
Well, I remember when I was a child, I used to wear my ice skates all the time. I couldn't get off the ice. My mother could never get me off the ice. I always wanted to be skating. And so if she really loves it that much, then she could possibly easily be a very good skater.
And so you're suggesting encourage her?
Yes.
Let her skate all she likes?
Definitely, definitely. Until she gets to the point where she says, Mommy, I don't want to do this anymore.
You were born and raised where? Seattle?
In Portland, Oregon.
Portland. So you were skating at age 3?
Yes.
Do you remember, was that your mom just took you one day and put ice skates on you? Or?
No, we were at the mall where I'm actually skating and teaching now at Lloyd Center. And
the mall has a rink?
Yes, it has a rink inside it. And I was watching the people skate, and I said that I wanted to do that. And of course they said no. So I sat down and had a fit. And then I was able to go down and skate. And
did you roller skate too?
I did roller skate too. I like to roller skate.
Did you take to it right away? Were you a natural on ice?
Yes, I absolutely loved it. Said I wanted to do it. And of course when I'm 3, my mom's like, right, you know what you want when you're 3. And then we found Diane Rollinson, and it was Shots at the time. And she took me on as her student, and here I am today, 26 years later.
Still skating.
Still skating and loving every bit of it.
We'll be right back with more calls for Tonya Harding after this.
Thank you.
Gentle, Donald. Slowly. Okay. That's good.
How much you want for your part? 500. 600.
Introducing Cozone.com, the place to find computer help and buy what's right for you.
Hey.
Hey yourself.
Cozone.com. We can help.
I told my architect we wanted a place that reflects the direction our business is heading. Could she design a space where ideas can't help but collide, where the techie and the dreamer both feel at home, and work is what you escape to, not from. Bottom line, we consider this place our secret weapon.
When you want an architect to build on your vision, call a member of the American Institute of Architects. AIA Architects, building on your vision.
America's newest tire store has just the tires for you, and just the battery, and shocks, and brakes for your Ford, Mercury, or Lincoln. One-stop service with factory-trained technicians and competitive prices. Now get a Motorcraft-tested tough battery for $59.95. Quality care service, the right people, the right parts, and always the right prices at participating Ford and Lincoln Mercury dealers.
Nothing without control. Pirelli.
Athens, Georgia. Hello.
Yes, my question is for Tonya. It's a pleasure to talk to you this evening.
Thank you.
Do you feel that it's easier on a day-to-day basis to put your past in the past, or do you still feel like you struggle with demons on a daily basis?
I still do struggle every once in a while, but every negative, I try to make it into a positive. Each and every day. I take life day by day now, and I always try to think positive all the time.
You had some rough things in childhood, right?
Yes, I did.
Were you estranged from your mother?
My mother was an alcoholic growing up, and we moved 13 times before I was in 5th grade.
And your father did what?
He did odd jobs. He worked at a rubber factory.
Good dad?
My father's wonderful. He lives down by the beach about an hour and a half from me, and I see him about once or twice a month.
Were you a bit of a tomboy?
Yes, I was.
Istanbul, Turkey. Hello.
Wow.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
My question is, what do you recommend young children that want to be a skater in the future?
What do you recommend to young children who want to skate?
It's a great sport. It's fun.
Expensive?
Very expensive. Very, very expensive. But it's very fun. I mean, if they want to do it, then that's up to them.
Skates, you got to keep buying new skates when you got little children because they keep growing.
They keep growing and growing and growing, yes. It's a very expensive sport.
To Barry, Vermont. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Larry. Hi, Tonya.
Hi.
My question to you, Tonya, is this. Why would you have pled guilty to any charge, knowing full well that you'd be putting your entire amateur status and any Olympic aspirations that you may have in jeopardy?
Well, because I hindered prosecution, and that's what I pled guilty to, because I wasn't going to run from something that I had done. I didn't know what hindering prosecution was, but when I found out that that's what it was, then, I made
So they
that...
call it a Class C felony.
I
That's
made
the
that
lowest of the
mistake.
felonies. That's a pretty stiff fine, though, right? $100,000?
Yes.
You shocked at that?
Well, I didn't even know really anything about what was going on. That was what my attorney was for.
But you're glad you did the community service, though?
Yes, I am very glad I did that. I mean, it made me a very strong person and more heartfelt, I think. It opened my eyes to a new world out there that I didn't know existed.
We'll be back with our remaining moments with Tonya Harding. You'll see her skating Monday night on ESPN. Don't go away.
I have a mother. I have a father. I even have a big brother. I don't need someone else looking out for me. I need someone who can help me look out for myself.
At Lincoln Financial Group, our goal is to make the financial world clear and understandable so you can make informed decisions. Lincoln Financial Group. Clear solutions in a complex world.
And I had congestive heart failure, and everything that could go wrong did.
There are 3.5 million Americans with congestive heart failure.
It's so important for my son to have a grandfather.
It's a progressive disease, and it will ultimately result in death. We've actually developed a new medicine that can remove the death sentence from these patients.
I started feeling better.
I think we're going to see an explosion of new medicines that will treat diseases that before we couldn't treat.
When was the last time you were serenaded off the coast of Italy? When was the last time you discovered European hill towns, grand capitals, and country after country, unpacking only once? And when was the last time you understood what Europeans call the sweetness of living every day? Holland America, it's time.
Raleigh, North Carolina, with Tonya Harding. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Tonya, I am so glad that you are skating again.
Oh, thank you.
And I think you're the best jumper, and I just want to know if you're going to try the quadruple.
Well, I have done it before, but it is a very dangerous jump. But it might be exciting to try it one time or two.
Can you explain it? What do you do?
Well, it's 4 revolutions in the air. And you take
You go
off,
up.
and you would make 4 revolutions in the air, and you come down and land on one foot.
And you've done it.
Yes, I have.
You've also fallen trying to do it.
Yes, I have.
What is-
Sprained ankles, hurt shoulders,
Is that the
everything
toughest
else.
move in skating? What's the hardest thing about your sport?
I really don't know. I mean,
What particular part of it was hardest for you?
breathing through 4-minute programs.
Breathing.
Yes. Making it through 4-minute programs flawlessly. It's very hard putting all of the elements and everything into a program and trying to make it through there flawlessly in 4 minutes time.
You said, I want to go over a couple other things. You want to help women who are especially in relationships to learn that they can get out of them and the like. You had 2 restraining orders against your husband, right? But still you went back.
Yes.
So you're telling women to confide in others and do what? Take steps? Go to the authorities?
Yes. Don't hold back. Don't keep in. Reach out to someone who can help you, because there is ways of other people helping you.
Are you bitter?
No. No.
Angry?
No. I live, let it go, and go on with the rest of my life.
What was the moment like in West Virginia when did you go on the first night?
I went on last.
Okay, so these other 4 top skaters have gone on. You've watched them?
No.
You don't watch them? Is that
No.
usually you don't watch?
I don't watch because it makes me nervous.
Do most skaters not watch?
I think that a lot of them don't.
But you hear the applause, you know, right?
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Yes.
Now they're going to introduce you. And you're standing there against the side of the ice, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was that like?
My heart was just pounding. My knees were shaking and my hands were shaking. I was so nervous. I was so nervous.
Nervous because you didn't know how you're going to be greeted, what was going to happen.
Well, when I went out on to warm up with the girls, the crowd reacted wonderfully.
So you knew you had that part.
Yes, and all the skaters were backstage. Oh, Tonya, go out, just have fun, don't worry about it, you know. And I just went out there and I got a standing ovation when I went out. And it made me start crying. I mean, I was starting to lose it because it was so emotional stepping back out onto the ice for the first time in front of millions of people. And I made 2 mistakes in the program, got up, kept going, made it through, and I got a standing ovation at the end of the program. And I was just like, thank God I made it through it. But not knowing, you know, if I was actually going to be able to still do it. And so the second night, I was really relaxed and ready to just go out and just have fun. I mean, I didn't have anything to lose or anything. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, it didn't matter. I just wanted to just go out and skate and have fun.
And when did you go on the second night?
I went on second right after Liz Manley when she gave me a high five and said,
that was the time.
Go get 'em, girl. And I went out and I had changed a triple to a double axel in the beginning to warm myself up a little bit. And as soon as I hit the double axel, I knew that I could do this. I knew I could, and I made it through the whole thing, and it was so much fun. It was really, really fun.
When a skater trips, do they think about why they went down, or they think about what they have to do next?
I always look ahead. I always take one thing at a time, and if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter. And I have actually tripped before and just kind of made it look like it was on purpose.
Aha, tricks to the trade. Well, if there's anybody sums up going on, it's you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Tonya.
I'd also like to thank SFX for giving me this opportunity to be back.
Are they representing you?
Yes.
Good house.
Yes, it is.
Tonya Harding, she'll skate Monday night on ESPN. In competition again. Stay tuned. For CNN Newsstand, Stephen Frazier and Carolyn will co-host. They're going to deal with the Millennium Bug. And tomorrow night, we'll repeat our interview with Virginia Harris of Christian Science. Thanks for joining us, and good night.
1000.
Weeknights. Wolf Blitzer, Joey Chen, Jim Murray. The World Today. Weeknights, 8 Eastern on CNN.
Next time you're thinking of buying a new or used car on the internet, click this. AutomallUSA.com.
You don't have to travel to Morocco to experience genuine Moroccan food. Marrakesh Restaurant invites you to enjoy the traditional atmosphere of a Moroccan 5-course feast right here in Portland. Experience the best that the land of hospitality has to offer with traditional Moroccan food, music, dance, and dress. Marrakesh is open for dinner 7 nights a week. Don't just dream about exotic dining in faraway lands. Come and feel like an honored guest in the Sultan's tent. Experience an oasis at the Marrakesh Restaurant on Northwest 21st at Northrop. Morocco awaits you.
In a growing state like Oregon, needs are constantly changing, like an ever-shifting puzzle. Oregonians have directed lottery dollars to help, where they're needed, when they're needed. Oregon's lottery has returned over $2 billion and today supports our most valuable resources, our economy, our schools, and our environment. Because what no one wants to change are those special things that make Oregon feel like Oregon. It does good things.
I'm home.
He never should have let him watch that show on Bats.
Why is this happening to us?
Discovery Kids Weekends, every Saturday and Sunday morning beginning at 9 Eastern and Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
Make health education in elementary school a priority for your child. Children who learn to live healthy live longer.